Yo, what's going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Another day and some more crazy, insane, ridiculous, sad, disheartening, whatever adjective you want to use, news coming out surrounding the LCS. This is some very, very, very big drama that everyone in the LCS and even branching out past the LCS into the greater LOL esports community is talking about today. Now, I'm going to make this video. I'm going to do my best to cover what I think are the most important parts, but there's no way I'm going to be able to cover all of it, but we are going to cover a ton of stuff in this video, so hey, stick around. We might show some stuff you haven't seen yet, but also understand that this story is constantly evolving. There's constantly new statements and new updates and stuff coming out, so if I do miss something, maybe I just missed it, maybe I haven't seen it yet, or maybe it even came out after this video is being recorded. Who knows? But this all starts, or I'm going to at least start telling this story with this tweet from LCS Eevee 6 days ago. He said, sources, all 10 LCS teams have reportedly voted against making the NACL, this is the Academy League, mandatory for 2024. Right now, every LCS team needs to have an LCS Academy team. It's mandated, but again, all 10 teams voted against this. However, they are pushing for the rule to be dropped starting with summer split. So not only did they want the Academy League to be gone going forward in the future, you know, they're saying it's a cost-cutting measure. Hey, it's esports winter. A lot of these teams are unprofitable. Riot, don't make us spend money on an Academy team when, hey, LCS is unprofitable, let alone Academy. We're not making any money. It doesn't make sense. But they're saying, hey, we don't want Academy gone. We want Academy gone right now, not 2024. We want it gone before summer, which is just a couple of weeks away, which is obviously pretty insane. That's a pretty insane ask when the whole esports schedule for the year has been set up with, you know, all 10 teams having teams being set up in mind. And that's a ton of jobs, players, careers, lives you are going to be impacting on a very, very short notice, which is pretty ridiculous. But this is what the LCS owners are asking for. Riot is expected to announce their decision on Monday regarding whether teams will be still required to have a team or not. Again, that was May 6th, which was Saturday. Monday came and went. We still didn't get anything. Riot was pushing back their decision a couple days. The LCS Players Association, they said, hey, the LCSPA is on ongoing discussion with Riot about the makeup of NACL in 2024. We do not expect any changes to the NACL in 2023, and we strongly oppose any such consideration. The LCSPA does not anticipate any significant changes to import rules in NA, because that's another rumor going around that, hey, we might be moving up to 3 imports instead of 2 in the LCS as well. Who knows? But this is what we heard from the LCSPA. Hey, maybe some changes in 2024, but nothing in 2023. And I think ultimately at the end of the day, people could live with changes in 2024. They're still not going to be happy because, you know, the LCS team's not having to have an Academy team. That's going to remove a lot of resources and a lot of funding from the Academy scene. That's going to make it much harder for players, you know, to work their way up into the LCS because they're not going to have direct pipelines with it. Who knows? But again, if all 10 teams are against it and it doesn't make financial, or it's not financially feasible, then it was never going to happen. You know, teams aren't going to keep spending money on something that just doesn't financially make sense. I did like this tweet from Cubby though. He said, hey, training facility 40 million, LCS team salary 2 million, other employees $1 million, NACL team salary 400K, player staffing and housing 40K a month. Someone who's good at the economy, help me budget, my org is dying. Kind of funny because, yes, obviously with all the overspending and outrageous purchases and everything that the LCS teams are doing, saying, hey, we need this LCS Academy stuff gone ASAP, you know, weeks from now, is a pretty crazy ask. But this ultimately led us up to this, a tweet from the LCS saying our commitment to the NACL, which seems like a positive post, our commitment to the NACL. So, hey, it seems like we're about to get some good news here, right? Hey, the LCS has made a decision. Here's what's going on. And they say we remain committed to evolving the NA talent development profile, the NA talent development pipeline. The NACL will be operational for 2023 and beyond. As we move into summer 2023, we'll make adjustments to the NACL to ensure we provide a competitive system for teams. We're implementing a true promotion relegation system for NACL, where NACL teams are eligible for relegation. We're making the NACL more geographically accessible by utilizing Chicago server for competition. We're making a commitment to long-term sustainability. This summer, we'll immediately implement mechanisms like Twitch subs and Twitch partner broadcast integrations mirroring the LCS. We're expanding competitive opportunities for the NA development system by delivering cross-region competition for the Americas as early as 2024. Based on the success of other regional development tournaments and leagues like EMEA and APAC, we're excited to explore what cross-regional competition can look like in the Americas region, which includes NA, Latin America, and Brazil. And the LCS import rules are not changing. While we may redesign our developmental systems or evolve the path to pro in the future, there are no changes in the works around the current import policies for the LCS. I think that's great news. The fact that they're not talking about changing the imports is great. The NACL will look a little bit different in the summer. We're going to share a more detailed overview of the format, teams, and schedule as soon as possible. We'll work with the LCS team to ensure that they have strong avenues to scout players, even if they are not involved in the NA development ecosystem directly. We'll also continue to take steps to evolve our development ecosystem to ensure the systems and structures in place support the aspirations of potential pro players by helping them grow, build, share, create all these good things. But yeah, I guess I skipped past this at the top. I thought this was going to be at the bottom. I was definitely going to talk about this. LCS teams recently asked to remove the mandate to field a team for the NACL, beginning with summer 2023 in an effort to unlock more potential or more operational and financial flexibility. After reviewing their proposal, we've agreed to their request. LCS teams will not be required to field a team in the NACL in summer of 2023. Again, all 10 teams voted against it. Cloud9, I think, apparently claims they are still going to be fielding an NACL team. We'll have to wait and see. But yes, Riot has appeased to the owners. They have caved. And yeah, people came out in full force against this. We had Fudge here saying, hey, Riot is destroying any chance of a future in NALOL with these moves. The LCS Players Association, they dropped a very, very strong statement about all this. They said 3 weeks ago, Riot claimed to be building the future for sports globally. Today, Riot abandoned that future in North America. While the statement today was framed as a commitment to the NACL, which is funny, the reality is that as many as 70 players, coaches, and managers are going to lose their jobs overnight. The unprecedented decision to destroy the NACL less than a month before the start of the 2023 summer split with no plan and no warning is a stain on their leadership. And I tend to agree with that. This is very last minute. That is pretty gross. Riot's decision to eliminate the NACL mandate was in direct contradiction to statements made to the Players Association by Riot leadership throughout talks earlier this year regarding future NACL changes. Riot Esports leadership gave the LCS PA assurances that no changes would be made in 2023, which, hey, oops, I guess we're making some changes in 2023. As recently as 1 week ago. That is insane. The LCSPA is calling on all members of the LCS and NACL community, players, coaches, streamers, and fans to stand up in unison. We must protect the NACL today to ensure any future for the LCS tomorrow. To put the magnitude of the decision in context, over 50% of current LCS pros came up through the academy system. Today's decision is a hollow attempt to appease team owners' demands for increased financial support. Europe has thriving ERL system. The challenger system is very, very important, yada, yada, yada. So here we go. Riot failed today to provide any plan to ensure the NACL remains a viable talent pipeline for NA. The LCSPA does have a plan. Here's their proposal for 2024. Allow teams to pay NACL players based on local wage laws instead of California labor minimums. Allow teams to partner with affiliate orgs to operate their NACL rosters and share costs. Introduce a robust in-game item program for the LCS teams that mirrors their generous revenue sharing program in Valorant. I think that's awesome. They absolutely should have done that 10 years ago. Introduce meaningful incentives like promotion, relegation, and revenue sharing for outside organizations to invest in NACL rosters. So, again, the LCSPA comes out with a very, very strong statement against Riot, against the LCS. This is really becoming an all-out war. And if you look at the LCSPA Twitter, you can see so many people coming out in full force against all of this. Contracts, very disheartening seeing the foundation of NA being torn away. We have Travis talking with the head of the NALCSPA on his stream. They're talking about all kinds of crazy stuff. You got Chime, Emily Rand, Smoothie, Revenge, Fudge, Diamond, Dokla, all these people coming out. It is totally becoming an all-out war. Again, this is Riot totally caving, totally appeasing to the LCS owners, which Riot and the LCS really have done time and time again. That's how we got in this whole franchising system in the first place. And it's just so weird that Riot continues to appease these owners when these owners are the same owners who have got us to this place of inflated salaries, overspending, financial unfeasibility, have obviously they can't affect inflation and the whole kind of downward trend of the economy in general all over the world, but they've gotten us to this place of esports winter and oversaturation and overpaying and spending money, losing money, unprofitability all over the place. Yet Riot continues to appease these owners, even though these owners are truly only looking out for themselves. They're not looking out for the LCS. They're not looking out for the fans. They're not looking out for the players, for their staff, anyone. So this continues to just be a really, really gross, really disgusting situation. And yeah, the owners are greedy, short-sighted, and pretty overall, I think, pretty idiotic. Again, they've gotten themselves into a mess in the first place. They're looking for bailouts. Riot seems to be handing those out. And now everyone in the LCS community is, I think, pretty rightfully so, unhappy. Let's see what happens going forward. But, man, there's all kinds of craziness. You just scroll through Twitter, Reddit, whatever. You're going to see a million different things right now. Like I said, I can't cover it all, but I tried my best to get a lot of this info out to you guys. People are not happy. The story's definitely not done yet. Well, let's see what happens. But that's it for today, guys. Hopefully catch you in the next one. Peace.